Good evening, ladies. Lovely to have you here.
Hello, good evening. So great to be here.
Good evening, and thank you for inviting us.
Fantastic. So we are good to go with our LinkedIn Live interview. My name is Kameshni West, and I am the project lead for the Thrive Awards. And I am really excited about having this conversation with Ruth and Miriam. And firstly, I want to say to both of you, congratulations on your nominations. Ruth as a nominee for Best Mentor, and Miriam as a nominee for Best Mentee. Now, did you know that you were both nominated? Was it a complete surprise when you got nominated?
It was so clear. The process was so amazing and mind-blowing. I think that both of us had this feeling, and both of us were so sure that we were going to nominate one another. It's not something we discussed in advance, but the process just had to lead to that.
Fantastic. And it really shows the depth of the relationship that you created during your 6-month mentorship period. So it's really wonderful that this acknowledgement has come in the form of nominating each other as well. So thank you for that. And I look forward to hearing from both of you about this process now. So I want to start with you, Ruth, about, you are a coach already. You work with executives. And I want to understand what made you choose the Thrive with Mentoring program for women.
Yeah, so I'm a professional. I'm life and business coach, and I have great coaches and mentees, and most of them are men, executives. So it's great to be with to work with men. It's exciting and great opportunities and results. Nevertheless, the energy of a tribe of committed and ambitious women is different. There's something in the air in between those kind of women that come together to support one another, either as networking, and Thrive with Mentoring is definitely a networking tribe, as well as one-on-one, as I had with Miriam. And I really wanted this experience.
Fantastic. Thanks, Ruth. And that's amazing because, yes, there is, I am really happy that you felt the energy of this community and you felt compelled to be a mentor. And I'm also aware that you are going to be a mentor for the second time this year. So thank you for doing that. Miriam, I am really interested in into hearing what was the most impactful thing that you learned from your mentorship with Ruth.
There were so many things, starting with combining to my core values, finding what makes me motivated, what makes me going, what makes me feel free and happy and joyful. It was about time management. We were talking about big stones, about frogs, like calls you don't want to make and you make them right away. It was about my goals. Where do I want to take myself in a year from today? Or what's really important to me? Where I want to develop what kind of things I want to develop. It was in so many paths that we worked that made it this whole thing really, really powerful to me.
That's amazing. And can you think of one very powerful step that you took that has changed something in your life last year?
Again, there was a really big steps for me, but I think when I realized that I need to choose, because since I'm a freelancer and I have my own studio and I'm an artist also, I had a lot of different projects. And I remember one time Ruth asking me, like really bravely, what would happen if you like let go of one of the projects that was really time consuming and not really going anywhere and things like that. Then I realized that, yeah, I need to go, I need to choose my path really, really smart. And that was a turning point to me, because all of a sudden I understand that a lot of energy goes to so many things. But then again, when I choose to focus about things, I can go and make this whole process really deep and really profound, rather than doing so many things and not be able to really put my effort in everything. So this was one of, but there were so many more, of course.
That's a really powerful example, Miriam, and thanks for sharing that. Ruth, can you tell me, what did you find or learn from your mentoring process with Miriam?
So I think I learned no less than Miriam, and even more. The main point that I took from the process is working according to core values. And Miriam is amazing. She's creative and smart and hardworking and very talented. And once she was able to focus on core values, even though there are prices for that, for every selection that we do, there are prices. So once she did focus on the core values, she just flew to the sky, and that's it allowed me to take risks and make sure that I align and first understand my core values and then align to them. So I was a mentee no less than Miriam, and thank you for that.
Wonderful. It is a mutually beneficial process, right? So, and thank you for beautifully illustrating that through your answers. Um, Ruth, what do you think makes a good mentor?
Okay, so I think there are three characteristics that are critical for a good mentor. In high level, the mentor is responsible for the process. The mentee is responsible for the content, because Miriam is the expert of her life. Now, and the process, when done correctly and openly, and Miriam was very open in the process and and was trusting, then it includes storms, because we do meet some inner beliefs and limiting beliefs, and there's environment around us and people that are influenced, and there are quite a few storms, and the mentee must be sure that the mentor is there. It must be a rock. Mentor must be very calm and be there always to support the mentee through the storms. Now, this must be also accompanied by active listening, because you need to really understand what's happening from the word of the mentee, and not my word. And of course, no judging. Everybody is coming with different cultural background, with different core values. And my process is to understand, and sometimes I connect the dots, but I must bring much empathy and no judgment.
That's brilliant. Thank you. That's a beautiful description of what a great mentee is. And I've been experiencing this through all the conversations I'm having with all the nominees. And everyone has highlighted trust is super important. Listening skills are super important. Meeting your mentee where they are at and being non-judgmental. That's so incredible. I'm going to end up with one last question. And Miriam, this question's for you. What message would you share with women, specifically in Tel Aviv, about seeking out mentors?
That's a great program, actually. The Tribe and Ruth. If they can get Ruth, that will be amazing, of course. But I met another mentors, and they are also amazing, powerful women, and smart and funny, and we immediately connected. The whole women that were in the Tribe. I think it's an amazing program because in a way it's really light, because the connections are made really quickly, and yet it's profound and really deep, because if you're open-minded and flexible, then you can achieve so many goals and make such a huge change just by saying yes and jump. I mean, that's the thing, I guess. And it's a good place to be in, because all the people that are, the women of course, that are working on it are really professional. They know what to do. They've been all over the place, and they know how it feels, and all the hard work, you feel that there is a huge ring around you.
And on that note, there was a very specific line that you mentioned, and it was basically, it sums up taking the leap.
Exactly.
Take it,
Yes.
go for it, seek out that mentor, because you will always gain so much
Exactly. It
from
will
the
always be
experience.
great. Always, whatever you choose to do.
Absolutely. So, Ruth and Miriam, thank you so much for your time. It's been wonderful hearing from you, listening to your mentorship relationship and what has brought you to this point of both nominating each other. And I look forward to seeing you at the Thrive Awards on the 10th of June. Have a great evening, ladies, and we'll speak again soon.
Thank you
you
so
very
much.
Take care.
Pleasure.
Bye
Take
bye.
care. Good evening. Goodbye.
Goodbye.